Is it a real spaceship, Mr. Fitzhugh?
It's real, all right. Real enough to fly. Large enough to carry two.
Well, wait till I tell Captain Burton.
No, we mustn't tell Captain Burton just now.
Why not?
In fact, you must tell nobody. Give me a solemn oath.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're not supposed to. Government business, you know.
Oh.
All right, give me your oath. Cross your heart.
Oh, Mr. Fitzhugh, I really...
Do you trust me, yes or no?
Yes.
Good. You've taken an oath. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Mr. Fitzhugh, you are going to tell the others about this spaceship, aren't you?
Of course, my boy. Of course I'm going to tell them. Come, Barry, let's get back to camp.
Ranger Wilson to base.
This is the base. Go ahead.
Jack. Now, without giving away anything to anybody, I want you to find out how much the reward is for capturing little people.
Why?
Never mind why, just find out. Then bring a net. Meet me at coordinates H20 and L4.
Okay, right away.
Just looked like a spaceship. Some old fallen log back there in the woods.
Oh, don't scare me like that.
You're under oath.
What?
Oh, I just said, where are the others?
Well, Steve and Mark are out in the forest someplace, and Dan's in there working on a broken walkie-talkie. Come on, help me get lunch ready.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Fitz.
I want to talk to you.
Feel free.
Not here. I want you to come with me.
Where?
Never mind. You won't regret it. You'll be very interested.
Fitz, you cannot wait. It's almost time for chow.
Food. Who cares at a time like this?
Well, this really must be important.
It is.
All right, Fitz, you lead the way. A space pod.
Well, how does that look to you?
Why didn't you say something? We could have brought the others.
Oh, and give them all a great big disappointment. It just turned out to be a piece of junk. Dan, you're a qualified co-pilot. I figured you should examine it first.
Maybe you're right, Fitzhugh. Well, the whole seems in pretty good shape.
How about the interior, the power plant?
I'll take a look.
How is it? Can it operate?
At the moment, it can't.
There is no chance to return to Earth in it.
I didn't say that. I think the trouble's in a couple of burned-out diodes.
Can they be replaced?
I don't know. I think we might have a couple of things in our ship that'll work in this one.
Are you sure?
I didn't say that. But with Mark and Steve between the two...
No! As I said before, let's surprise them. Not until we're sure.
Look, Fitz,
Listen, Dan. Barry's got a birthday coming up day after tomorrow. I want you to get that ship running, so we know it'll work before we tell the boy anything about it.
I'm talking about Steve and Mark.
You tell one and the story is out.
All right, Fitzhugh. I'll do it your way. Wait a minute. I didn't know Barry had a birthday day after tomorrow.
Don't tell me when Barry's birthday is. Come on, Mr. Pilot. Help you to give him a real nice present.
You went, Fitzhugh.
Hey, it's almost noon. Valerie should have...
Did you hear that? Just a forest ranger.
He's probably on fire patrol.
What were you saying?
I was saying it's almost noon. Valerie should have lunch ready.
Well, let's go. I'm starving.
What's Dan doing inside the ship? Isn't he hungry?
I don't know.
You want something to eat?
Not later.
Find what you were looking for?
You're a nosy little thing, aren't you? Forget about the food, Pitch. We've got things to do.
Coming.
Wonder where they're going.
They didn't say, did they?
We're starving.
It smells good.
Nice.
How's that for service?
Very good.
Where's Fitzhugh and Dan?
Don't ask me. They have a great big secret going.
What kind of secret?
They wouldn't tell me. All I know is that Dan took something from the ship. Something he hid from me.
You have any idea what it was?
No, but I guess it was engine parts, because I heard him rattling around in that drawer full of gadgets that you keep the extra parts in.
Anything missing?
Just a couple of diode boosters.
What could be wrong with that?
I don't know. The only thing you can use them on is a power plant of a spaceship.
Which way did they go?
That way, a few minutes ago.
Barry? Do you have any idea what's going on?
Not really, Captain.
You do know something, Barry. What is it?
Please, Captain. Mr. Fitzhugh wanted me to take an oath, and I didn't take an oath. I didn't make any promises. But Mr. Fitzhugh thinks I did, and I don't.
That's all right, Barry. We'll find a trail.
Brought the nets.
Yeah, I got two of them.
Look over there.
It looks like a kid's toy. What is it?
It's our bait. Sooner or later, I expect it's going to bring us at least 5 or 6 little people.
Hey, we have struck it rich. Give a guess what the reward is.
Hide. They're coming.
Well, it looks like the coast is clear. Bid you stand guard while I work. If you hear anything, sing out.
I will.
Hey, I found a manual.
Is it an operations manual?
Yeah. I can't make it out.
How do you feel?
Fine.
You don't sound fine. You don't look fine either. You know you're gonna feel awful if something happens to Dan and Fitzhugh.
What can I do? Mr. Fitzhugh thinks I promised I wouldn't tell anyone what we found this morning.
Barry, did you have the dog when you were out with Fitzhugh this morning?
Yeah.
Well, did Chipper make any promises to Fitzy? Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Father. Score one for the weaker sex.
How's it coming? I'm nearly finished. Dan, you got it going! Looks like we may just have ourselves a spaceship.
I knew it! I knew you could do it! We're free! Free at last from this miserable place!
Hey, what are you doing here?
Captain, well, I thought Chipper didn't make any promises to Mr. Fitzhugh.
Good boy.
Come on, Chipper, find Mr. Fitzhugh.
I get back to camp.
But Captain,
Go on.
He's on to something.
Okay, Fitzhugh, it's all set to go.
At last. Dan, I've got a proposal to make to you. How did you get here, you little beast?
How did this get here?
It's mine. I found it. And I intend to return to Earth in it.
I wonder how it got here.
I don't know. Must have belonged to the visitors we had a little while back from Earth. You remember, the time travelers. Yeah, very well be.
Why were you keeping it a secret?
Well, you were gonna blast off with this thing, were you? The two of you?
Well, why didn't you let Valerie in on what you were doing?
Because Fitzhugh asked me not to until we were sure the pod could fly. He didn't want to get Barry's hopes up, get him all excited, and then have him disappointed. Very disappointed? It's the kid's birthday, day after tomorrow. His birthday's not 6 months off. You kidding? What's he trying to...
I'll tell you what he's trying to pull. This thing will only hold 2 people. And he's making sure he'd be one of them.
You intend to stop me, you're mistaken. It's mine. I found it. Don't try anything. If anyone takes off in this ship, I'm going along.
Nobody's taking off just yet, Fitzhugh.
We better grab those 4 while we can. You use the throw net on those 2. I'll get the ship. Right.
Get away from there. Now look.
John! You see this? Do something!
Shut the door. And hang on.
How far are we off the ground?
I figure about a mile. All we have to do is get back down.
Back down? What are you talking about? It's our only chance to get back to Earth, back home.
Back to Earth. We may have to settle for whatever we can reach, Fitzhugh. These controls don't seem to respond. I don't know.
Well, I guess that washes things up with the little people.
Huh? Why should it?
Well, they're up there in the sky someplace. Maybe dead for all we know.
Well, that's just two of them up there. You tied this thing. At least 4 or 5 more of them around here. Bet your life they'll be hanging around waiting for those two up there to land again.
And we're gonna be lying in wait, huh?
And this time we'll get them.
Looks like those giants aren't gonna leave. How are we gonna get them out of here? What are you talking about? What if Steve wants to land in the same clearing he took off from? How do we know he can land? What's that supposed to mean? It means that I was in that space pod, and all the control instruments had symbols on them I couldn't even read. And Steve doesn't have this operating manual. Maybe you can make something out of it. I couldn't read a word of it. It looks like English, but it's some sort of futuristic English.
Haven't you figured out those controls yet?
Evidently, they're preset for some program course. I don't think I can change it.
Could they be set for Earth?
Could be.
Been up only a little while. Look at that. Haven't you any idea where we are?
Outer space. I'd say we're about 200 miles up, and we're rising pretty fast.
We're lost. Doomed.
Could be. Unless I can get this radio to work. Bird in a spindrift. Bird in a spindrift, you hear me? Bird in a spindrift. Come in, spindrift.
Spindrift to Burton, where are you, Steve?
Valerie, we blasted off in a space pod.
You've what?
Yeah, I know how that must sound. There's no time to explain. Where's Mark and Dan?
I thought it was with you.
Now find them quick.
You know where Mark is?
Well, I know where he was going.
Get him and Dan. Tell him to get back here right away.
Okay.
I better stick with the radio. Hey, and stay out of trouble.
You get anywhere with that? I don't know. Just when I think I'm beginning to understand it, I turn the page and I'm right back where I started from. Yeah. We better get back to camp. Not their way. How do we know how many of his buddies he's got watching the regular trails for us? Come on.
We're getting farther away from nowhere all the time.
Take it easy, Fitzhugh.
I would never be told to take it easy if I had a captain who knew what he was doing. Why don't you call Valerie and find out what's wrong?
There's no sense calling her and worrying her. And I'm sure she's doing everything she can to find them. All we can do is wait.
Wait. It's the hardest thing to do in the world.
Yeah. Sometimes it is.
Dan? Mark? Mr. Fitzhugh? Thank goodness you're here. Steve wants to talk to you.
Steve.
On the ship radio.
Is he calling from the space pod?
Right.
Now, come on.
I'll wait for Barry.
Steve, this is Mark. I've got the operating manual for the space pod right here, but it's tough to decipher.
Mark, we're on some sort of preset flight plan to I don't know where. Now, there's got to be some way to abort it.
Have you got anything resembling an emergency release control lever?
I don't see any.
How about a button marked course change or even the initial CC?
No, I don't see that either. Mark, study the manual. I'll get back to you.
Captain, look! What are they?
Mark, we're in trouble.
What's wrong?
I don't know. We've lost all contact.
What's that?
Run into that once before.
When? Don't try to bamboozle me. I never saw green gooks like that in all my life.
Well, on a trip to London. The one that never got there. That was the first indication that we were entering a space war. There might be some bad turbulence.
Fitzhugh, get up. Just let me die, Steve. Let me die.
No, you're not gonna die yet.
Get up.
Take a look.
What is it? What does it look like? Like a ball? Like
what?
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
That's right, it's Earth.
We've made it. We're on Earth. We're home.
We're almost home, Fitzhugh. There's still a small formality, a landing.
Oh, a small detail which you're leaving tied in your capable hands. Die, Steve. I'm gonna die.
You're gonna choke to death if you don't calm down. No, rudder control. All we have to do is get rid of the smoke.
Any luck?
No. Steve and Fitch are in trouble.
I think Barry is too.
What happened to him?
I sent him out to bring you and Mark back. I thought you'd rushed on back when he told you. He should have been back by now.
Well, we never saw him.
Well, then what? Danny's been gone an awfully long time.
Spindrift. Spindrift, come in.
Go ahead, Steve.
Mark, this is gonna seem incredible. I can't believe it myself, but we're approaching Earth.
Earth? Are you sure?
There's no mistaking that planet.
Well, your automatic control's functioning then. Let me know where you land.
Don't worry.
Can you make out where we are?
Somewhere over North America.
North America. Maybe even the United States. Can you picture the welcome we're going to get? Ticker tape right down Broadway. Newsreels, television. Guests of honor at the White House. Heroes returning from the grave.
Heroes, Fitz, yeah. Look, I'd settle for a safe landing anywhere. Now, better hold on. I have no control of this thing. We made it.
Earth. We're back on Earth. Look at that. Right in the middle of a town.
No, not yet. We don't know whether it's safe yet.
Safe? This is Earth, home.
Spindrift. Come in, Spindrift. I don't know if I can get them, but I'll
You're
try.
wasting precious time.
Just keep quiet, will you? Spindrift?
I read you, Steve. Go ahead.
I really didn't expect you to. Mark, we made it. We've landed. We're on Earth.
It's still hard to believe.
I know.
You've got quite a radio there. Your transmission's perfect.
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear, too.
Do you know where you are yet?
Not really. We'll be going out in a minute and take a look around.
All right, before you go, there's a small knob in the center of your instrument panel marked KK. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Pull it off.
Right.
Good. Now, it's impossible for anyone to take off with that ship unless the knob is replaced.
You mean it's like an ignition key?
That's right. Take it with you, and hey, don't lose it.
No. Mark, I'll check with you after we see if the natives are friendly.
You do that.
You ready to explore?
Where do you think we are?
Looks like a typical New England town, doesn't it?
Yes. Where are the people?
I don't know. It's very quiet.
Let's see what we can find.
You'll soon have some more of your friends to keep you company.
There's another one coming.
Barry! Good, get down. That's two.
I think you're right about this being New England. I never lived here, but I'd recognize the place anytime. Travel folders, you know?
It's not where we are, Fitzhugh, that worries me. It's when.
I beg your pardon, Captain.
Look at that street light.
What's wrong with it? Perfectly charming old-fashioned New England gas light.
Yeah, it's been a long time since New England's been that old-fashioned. Look at that hand-drawn fire truck.
Do you suppose we went back in time, do you?
Fitzhugh, this belonged to time travelers, so it's not impossible that could be a time machine.
It's hard to believe. But even so, where is everybody? In the cemetery? There isn't a soul around. Friends, we're home again.
Don't come no closer, mister.
But I'm your friend.
Take one step and you're a dead friend.
Fitzhugh, I don't think they're here to welcome us.
All right, let me through.
I didn't come to harm anyone, sir.
Well, we'll see about that. Bring them on into the office, boys.
All right, let's go. Come on.
All right, the rest of you men stay outside and keep an eye on that contraption of theirs. Where are you from?
We're from Earth, like you are.
We're not armed.
What's this?
Well, you might call it a kind of a key.
A wiseacre, are you? Now then, you two are going to answer some questions.
I hope you're not too lonesome. We'll try to arrange some more company for you.
Now that their little ship's gone, maybe we won't get any more of them.
We will if we have patience.
Now, you say you were on your way from Los Angeles, California, to London, England, when you landed in this here land of the giants.
That's what happened.
Flying.
Right.
I don't believe it.
Come now. You say you're a flyers, and any thinking man knows that human flight is impossible.
If you should ask me, Homer, they're not human. Come on, it's ridiculous. And if you give me a chance to explain,
The circuit judge comes next Saturday. You can explain to him. In the meantime, I gotta throw you in the jug. All right, take him in, lock him up.
Next Saturday, let's go.
How long have they been gone?
Quite a while. First Barry left, and then Dan went after him, and neither one has come back.
Well, I can't leave the radio now. I'm expecting Steve to call back any minute.
Sure, well, we'll just wait a while. They should be back soon.
Why don't you relax, Captain? You know, there are many advantages to living back here in 1900. Nobody ever heard of me, for one thing. So I have no debts.
Fitzhugh, I think that trip has done something to your mind.
Added at the fact that I know exactly what's going to happen for the next 75 years. So you see, I have a marvelous chance of becoming an extremely wealthy man.
Hey, what's going on here? Where do you think you're heading?
We want to see the constable.
That's right. He's not here right now, but he's back in a few minutes. Now, come on, now, let's all leave. Let's all leave.
Wait a minute, we know he's in there with those two foreigners, or devils, or whatever they are. How do we know what they brought with them?
Now, look, man.
Constable, come on.
Now, look, ma'am, I told you he's not here. Now, go
All right, now. Now, look, Mrs. Perkins, you're supposed to be locked up safe in your house like the rest of the women and children.
Fiddlesticks. I want to know what you mean to do with them.
They got to have a fair hearing.
Why? I say string them up now and worry about it later.
All right. As a constable, I can't let you take the prisoners. You boys know that. It's my job to protect them till the circuit judge gets here. Now, outside all of you right now, I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more.
That bitch and those men want to hang us.
Well, what do you got to worry about, Fitzhugh? You're going to be a very wealthy man.
What are we gonna do? You gotta get out of here. This is an old trick. But after all,
It is only 1900.
I'll keep things quiet out there. You keep an eye on those two.
Guard! Guard!
What's wrong here?
My friend's sick. He needs help.
oh,
He'll be okay. Take a look.
get him in the office.
There they go, they're getting away.
Go get him, boys!
What are you waiting for? Blast off! We can't.
You can't? Why?
The knob I took from here, the constable's got it. You can't take off without it.
All right, bring some more logs in here. All right, hurry up. Come on, bring some more. Pass them around there. Okay, come on. Now bring them out of that hay in here. If they won't come out, we'll burn them out. All right, put them on the ground. That's it. Okay, some more. Get some more around here. Hurry it up.
Spindrift, come in. Mark, do you hear me?
I hear you, Steve. What's the trouble?
They're gonna burn the ship. We can't take off.
Who's gonna burn the ship?
There's no time to explain.
You don't have that ignition knob?
No.
All right, listen closely. There's a lever over near the position where you pulled out that knob.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, pull out that lever, count 3 seconds, and push it back.
Right.
All right.
I don't hear anything.
I know. Strange. But outside of starting this timer, I don't see what this lever could have done.
Maybe they've all gone away.
I doubt it. I think I'll open the viewports.
I don't think we should do that.
Just for a few seconds.
What happened? Are they all dead?
I don't know. Look at that torch.
It's alive.
Mark, I don't know what's happening. The people are just standing like statues.
They're frozen in time between 1 second and the next. Everyone on Earth is frozen that way except you two.
Because we were in the ship?
That's right.
Well, how long will they stay that way?
According to the manual, a few seconds after you blast off.
Can we go outside the ship?
Yes, you can.
Good. Maybe we'll get back to you after all. Stand by, Mark. Let's go out.
Out there?
They can't hurt us now. We gotta get that key. Come on.
Where's the constable?
Mark! Mark!
What's the matter?
It's Dan and Barry. They haven't returned yet. I'm getting worried.
Well, I'm right in the middle of this. I can't look for him now. Look, when I find the information Steve needs, we'll look for Dan and Barry.
Wonder where he is. Thought he'd be right outside.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Alexander B. Fitzhugh. I'd like to negotiate a hold-up in the neighborhood of 200,000-300,000. Thank you, sir. You're very accommodating. Turn your back. Now for a carry-all. A carry-all. Mustn't watch. Yes. A satchel for my treasures. Nosy.
Let's see, where did he put that? Thank you, Constable. Fitzhugh. Fitzhugh!
Steve, this is Mark. Do you read me? Come in, Steve. This is urgent. Steve! Fitzhugh, one of you guys answer me.
Open sesame. I'm ready. $2,000. Bird in hand. And now, in the grand tradition. Learned that in London. Cheap cigar. Gentlemen, thank you. This has to be a bank robber's dream. Bye. Here, explain this to your wife. I've got to run now, Constable. A lot to do. Don't bother looking up our record. There isn't any. Not in 1900. Goodbye.
Spindrift, come in. Spindrift!
Steve, I've been trying to reach you.
What's the matter?
Frozen time has a lethal effect.
In what way?
You have exactly 15 minutes from when you started it to take off. After that, you burn up like a film caught in the gate of a projector.
Then the timer must be marking off that 15 minutes.
How much have you got left?
Well, a little over 4 minutes.
All right, turn the course selector knob to the alpha symbol. That'll bring you back to point of origin. and then blast off right away before it's too late.
Hit you!
That makes 3.
Hit you! Hit you! Hit you! Hit you, you hear me? Hit you! Hit you! We gotta get back to the ship.
I'm not going. I have things to
Look,
do.
if we don't get back in less than 2 minutes, we're finished.
You're not there in 2 minutes now without me. I'm looking for greener pastures. London, Paris, New York. What the money I'll spend. Let's go! My money's dead!
Quite a little group now, aren't we? The reward for you should be enough to set us both up for life.
Listen.
Sounds like that little toy ship of theirs.
It is. Look, here it comes.
Good. That'll complete our day.
There are giants down there.
Giants. Let's take off again.
I can't do anything with these controls. See if this works again. 1, 2, 3. That takes care of him. We've got 15 minutes to get rid of the ship.
Wait. Look.
They're frozen too.
What are we gonna do?
It's the ship. We've got to send it up.
Empty? We can't do that.
Well, we got to. What do you mean?
It's our only chance to get back to Earth.
We've been back, Fitzhugh. Didn't do any good. Now you get over there on time, get them away from the giants. I'll rig the ship's timer for blast off. It's all set. The timer's going. Now, as soon as the ship goes up, they'll resume. So will the giants. So keep down. about the prisoners?
Gone.
Got to be here.
Gone. There's not a sign of him.
Well, there goes our reward.
Well, there they go.
There was our only chance to get back to Earth.
Captain, how did you get here?
Never mind that. How did we get here? Dan, my friend.
Look,
Ma! Barry!
Is it a real spaceship, Mr. Fitzhugh?
It's real, all right. Real enough to fly. Large enough to carry two.
Well, wait till I tell Captain Burton.
No, we mustn't tell Captain Burton just now.
Why not?
In fact, you must tell nobody. Give me a solemn oath.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're not supposed to. Government business, you know.
Oh,
All right, give me your oath. Cross your heart.
Mr. Fitzhugh, I
Do
really...
you trust me? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. You've taken an oath. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Mr. Fitzhugh, you are going to tell the others about this spaceship, aren't you?
Of course, my boy. Of course I'm going to tell them. Come, Barry, let's get back to camp.
Ranger Wilson to base.
This is the base. Go ahead.
Jack. Now, without giving away anything to anybody, I want you to find out how much the reward is for capturing little people.
Why?
Never mind why, just find out. Then bring a net. Meet me at coordinates H20 and L4.
Okay, right away.
spaceship.
What?
Oh, no, it just looked like a spaceship. Some old fallen log back there in the woods.
Don't scare me like that.
You're under oath.
What?
Oh, I just said, where are the others?
Well, Steve and Mark are out in the forest someplace, and Dan's in there working on a broken walkie-talkie. Come on, help me get lunch ready.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Fitz.
I want to talk to you.
Feel free.
Not here. I want you to come with me.
Where?
Never mind. You won't regret it. You'll be very interested.
Fitz, you cannot wait. It's almost time for chow.
Food. Who cares at a time like this?
Well, this really must be important.
It is.
All right, Fitz, you lead the way. A space pod.
Well, how does that look to you?
Why didn't you say something? We could have brought the others.
Oh, and give them all a great big disappointment and this turned out to be a piece of junk. Dan, you're a qualified co-pilot. I figured you should examine it first.
Maybe you're right, Fitzhugh. Well, the whole seems in pretty good shape.
How about the interior, the power plant?
I'll take a look.
How is it? Can it operate?
At the moment, it can't.
There is no chance to return to Earth in it.
I didn't say that. I think the trouble's in a couple of burned-out diodes.
Can they be replaced?
I don't know. I think we might have a couple of things in our ship that'll work in this one.
Are you sure?
I didn't say that. But with Mark and Steve between the three...
No! As I said before, let's surprise them. Not until we're sure.
Look, Fitz,
Listen, Dan. Barry's got a birthday coming up day after tomorrow. I want you to get that ship running so we know it'll work before we tell the boy anything about it.
I'm talking about Steve and Mark.
You tell one and the story is out.
All right, Fitzhugh. I'll do it your way. Wait a minute. I didn't know Barry had a birthday day after tomorrow.
Don't tell me when Barry's birthday is. Come on, Mr. Pilot. Help you to give him a real nice present.
You win, Fitzhugh.
Hey, it's almost noon. Valerie should have...
Did you hear that?
the forest ranger? He's probably on fire patrol.
What were you saying?
I was saying it's almost noon. Valerie should have lunch ready.
Well, let's go. I'm starving.
What's Dan doing inside the ship? Isn't he hungry?
I don't know.
You want something to eat?
Not later.
Find what you were looking for?
You're a nosy little thing, aren't you? Forget about the food, Fitz. We've got things to do.
Coming.
Wonder where they're going.
They didn't say, did they?
We're starving.
It smells good.
Nice.
How's that for service?
Very good.
Where's Fitz, you and Dan?
Don't ask me. They have a great big secret going.
What kind of secret?
They wouldn't tell me. All I know is that Dan took something from the ship. Something he hid from me.
You have any idea what it was?
No, but I guess it was engine parts, because I heard him rattling around in that drawer full of gadgets that you keep the extra parts in.
Anything missing?
Just a couple of diode boosters.
What could be wrong with that?
I don't know. The only thing you can use them on is a power plant of a spaceship.
Which way do they go?
That way, a few minutes ago.
Barry? Do you have any idea what's going on?
No, not really, Captain.
You do know something, Barry. What is it?
Please, Captain. Mr. Fitzhugh wanted me to take an oath, and I didn't take an oath. I didn't make any promises. But Mr. Fitzhugh thinks I did. And I don't...
That's all right, Barry. We'll find a trail.
Brought the nets.
Yeah, I got two of them.
Look over there.
It looks like a kid's toy. What is it?
It's our bait. Sooner or later, I expect it's going to bring us at least 5 or 6 little people.
Hey, we have struck it rich. Give a guess what the reward is.
Hide. They're coming.
Well, it looks like the coast is clear. Fitz, you stand guard while I work. If you hear anything, sing out.
I will.
Hey, I found a manual.
Is it an operations manual?
Yeah. I can't make it out.
How do you feel?
Fine.
You don't sound fine. You don't look fine either. You know, you're gonna feel awful if something happens to Dan and Fitzhugh.
What can I do? Mr. Fitzhugh thinks I promised I wouldn't tell anyone what we found this morning.
Barry, did you have the dog when you were out with Fitzhugh this morning?
Yeah.
Well, did Chipper make any promises to Fitzhugh?
Yeah, that's it. Thanks,
Score one for the weaker sex.
How's it coming? I'm nearly finished.
Dan, you got it going!
Looks like we may just have ourselves a spaceship.
I knew it! I knew you could do it! We're free! Free at last from this miserable place!
Hey, what are you doing here?
Captain. Well, I thought Chipper didn't make any promises to Mr. Fitzhugh.
Good boy.
Come on, Chipper, find Mr. Fitzhugh.
I get back to camp.
But Captain,
Go on.
He's on to something.
Okay, Fitzhugh, it's all set to go.
At last. Dan, I've got a proposal to make to you. How did you get here, you little beast?
How did this get here?
It's mine. I found it. And I intend to return to Earth in it.
I wonder how it got here.
I don't know. Must have belonged to the visitors we had a little while back from Earth. You remember, the time travelers. Yeah, very well be.
Why were you keeping it a secret?
Well, you were gonna blast off with this thing, were you? The two of you?
Well, why didn't you let Valerie in on what you were doing?
Because Fitzhugh asked me not to until we were sure the pod could fly. He didn't want to get Barry's hopes up, get him all excited, and then have him disappointed. Very disappointed? It's the kid's birthday day after tomorrow. His birthday's not 6 months off. You kidding? What's he trying to...
I'll tell you what he's trying to pull. This thing will only hold 2 people. And he's making sure